little bit of a last minute switcheroo, changing it up a little bit. Apologies, everyone. I was getting that set up. Whew. It's been quite the day. All right, let's see if I can get into the window without it doing that again. God dang it. That's the problem with indie projects, everyone. It's the problem with indie projects. They uh, have some issues, some unique issues that are all their own. That's okay. The fact that a good number, in fact, I think all of the artwork on this front page here is all artwork from other games that has been traced over. It's quite something. Like the lady there on the right is Bayonetta from one of her games. On the left, obviously, is Dracula. I think from one of the Castlevania games. I'm not sure which one. In the middle, he looks. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I could be wrong, but he looks like the guy from Ride the Hell, Retribution, that really awful janky janky crap game. Um, that came out forever ago. Well, no, like in the video description. And also there's a Discord server in the video description to join. Uh, in the video description, I said, you know, our boy Carl was good enough to gift it to me, so might as well try it, play it out and try it. It looks like it's fun. The stream's gonna get a little blurry for you guys and a little pixelated towards later games sections, but that's so just giving you a warning for that beforehand. Also, I was going to play VHS, but the beta is closed down and early access is not started, so you can't play the game right now. I didn't realize that until maybe a half hour before starting the stream, so I had to scramble to find something. So this is it. This is a brand new game, a brand new save. I have literally unlocked nothing. Make sure everything is working properly. It is. Excellent. And this is going to do this again. So awesome. I wish it would just stay in full screen mode every time I clicked on that. There we go. Yeah, so I guess we'll explain the game as we go. Sounds good. Hello, kitten. Yo, yo, yo. Hey. All right, so this is Antonio Belpaisi. I think that's how you say that. Belpaisi, I guess, maybe. He's not a Belmont. His last name's not Belmont, so he's not a Belmont. He's definitely not a whip-carrying vampire hunter. He's a vampire survivor. So there's no legal issues here, everyone. No legal issues at all. All right. So this is the game. It's a little slow at the moment, but yeah. So you kill these monsters, you gather these gems to gain experience, and you level up. And as you level up, you get new weapons, new upgrades, new passives, and there's tons of other interesting stuff you can unlock. There's secrets in this game. There's all kinds of stuff. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. All right, so the axe is fun. Yeah, every time you level up, you get a choice of which of these you want to level, and they all do different things. So the axe here, you'll see it'll start launching out here in a second. Yeah, see? Axe. It flies up in the air and then comes down and kills guys. So exciting. And let's see, more whip levels. So now more whips come out of me. It's exciting. So, how was everyone's evening? As I said, I'm not playing as I was expecting to play, but that's okay. Uh-oh, boss bat. The little blue bat. He's a boss. He's way tougher to kill. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so now we have a treasure chest. Treasure chests will give you a level up in a random weapon that you have, or if you meet certain criteria, they will upgrade one of your weapons to a secret weapon. However, I'm not meeting those requirements, so we just get a upgrade on a random item. Level up the whip. Yeah. You have an ice cream sandwich. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, this level of whip, we get 5 more damage and 10% more the area, so my whip slashes are even larger. So, what kind of ice cream sandwich you're talking here? Just your standard vanilla with chocolate cookie, or are you going crazy and have Neapolitan? Okay, gotta avoid the roving bands of bats. Okay, I'm going to die. Santa water. Not holy water, Santa water. From Santa Claus, I suppose. No, it's I believe it's Italian for holy. At least I hope that's what it is. That's what it seems like it is to me. Yeah, and we don't throw the holy water; it just appears from heaven, I suppose. I guess God's throwing the water down from up above. He's watching over us with holy water. Standard ice cream, awesome. I'm not a big fan of Neapolitan myself, so I don't typically grab those. Oh, it's the Klondike kind. Yeah, Klondikes are fun. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had like some legit ice cream myself. Well, I guess it's not ice cream, but the last thing like that I really enjoy as far as like sugary desserts go that I've had is when we were in DC. We went to one of the ice cream trucks, and the ice cream trucks had boba teas. So I got a matcha green tea boba drink. That was tasty stuff. Superman ice cream? Yeah, I love Superman ice cream. But there's so many different brands of it. Like I can't find like a national like standardized brand like Klondike or something like that. You always have to every single time I've ever found it, it's been like some homebrewed recipe from the particular grocery store that you're shopping in. There is no national giant conglomerate ice cream company love for the Superman ice cream, unfortunately. But yeah, I do love that stuff. That's the first ice cream I got into as a kid, actually. Reduces incoming damage and increases thorn damage. So, no, let's do more weapons. I don't need to reduce damage if I don't take damage. See, I'm a genius. No, but Superman ice cream was when I was a kid, that's what we got at the local, that's what I really first fell in love with as far as ice cream is concerned, at the local ice cream shop that we had. They had their own They're their own blend of Superman ice cream. And thus my addiction began. There should be a map here somewhere. I can't get it to pull up though. I guess I don't. Oh, I don't have the map yet. I don't think. I think I have to unlock it. Actually. Uh-oh. An alert. I have an alert, everyone. Okay, so we take spinach, which increases all of our damage, by 10% for everything. Yeah, so you see in the top left up there, I have a row of weapons in the top, and there's a row of just general passive buffs in the second row. So I have the whip, the axe, the magic wand, and the Santa water as my weapons, and I have the spinach to upgrade their damage passively. No, but yeah. Anyway, that grocery store, I mean that ice cream shop that I went to as a kid. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It was a local thing, so there's no national chain or anything for it. It was some local creamery that I cannot recall because I was like 5. So I just remember the ice cream. Dang it. That's what's really important. Oh, treasure chests. Ooh, a triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Ding. 2 levels of Santa and a level of whip. Look at all that Santa. Oh, I said the holy water was thrown down from heaven by the angels or God, but maybe it's Santa Claus. Maybe Santa Claus is flying over the meadow, tossing the water from his sleigh. Yeah, forever and ever ago. It's been a long time. Yeah. As I say, typically I should need to do more just random vlogs like that. It'd be fun. Snowballs everywhere. Yeah. It's not even holy water vials. It's just snowballs. You know how if you get really super cold, it feels like you're burning. That's what it is. The snow in the North Pole is so cold. Ah! The bats. So the big actual thing with the roving gains of bats is not the roving gains of bats, because they're easy to kill and avoid, but the big issue with them are that they push all the other monsters. So like these zombies that are hard to kill but they're slow, so you can get away from them. The roving gains of bats actually push them into you and make it harder to avoid them, and they're the real danger. Trying to stay away for snacks. I understand. Ooh, look! Spicy. That's a spicy meatball. Santa water. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having some sleep issues myself. The other people in my house have as well, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Something in the air or something. I don't know. The Bible. Now we have the Bible. Which should have activated right there, but it didn't. Interesting. Yeah, see, it's a little Bible. Just floats around you. Spreads the good word. Alright, so the way this game works as well, I forgot to mention the enemy waves come at certain time frames. So new enemies start showing up at a specific time every single time you're in the map. So you actually want to kill as quickly and as many as possible, so you get as much experience between waves as you can. More damage with spinach. Give me all the damages. Even though 10% damage is like 4. Uh-oh. Giant mantis boss. Beware. Yes, more axe damage. Go, my axe. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Hope that didn't work. But we unlocked the fire wand. Hooray! Unlocked the candelabra. The empty tome. Oh, so that's why I wasn't getting them in my random unlocks. Unlock the crown. The wings. These are all different weapons and passives that you can get. Hollow heart. And the pigeon. We unlocked everything. We unlocked all the things. Alright, so if you notice, I was picking up coins and stuff while I was around on the map. You know, little bags of money and stuff. And they're for buying all these power-ups to increase your default luck, how much damage you deal, how fast you move, all that stuff. Reach 20 level 20. Okay. 20. Survive 5 minutes with Pasqualina and Gennaro. Yeah. So there's all types of different weapons. And you have to unlock the guy who has the weapon by default in order to unlock their weapon for some of the weapons. And as you see, these people all cost cash. So there was an unlock for surviving 5 minutes with Pasqualina, who looks like a guy, but I think it's a lady. And their power up is they start with this little bouncy rune thing, and their projectile speed increases every time they gain so many levels. So this thing will start flying around faster eventually. Hey, Diogo? Preteens. I agree with you. So now we just have to survive 5 minutes with this fine fellow, I guess? I don't know. We'll use that new fangled fire wand I unlocked. Look at that. Shoots tiny little fireballs out. So amazing. So wonderful. The benefit is the weapon we start by default, this Rune Tracer, it doesn't aim at anything. It just fires at a random direction, as far as I know. But the fireballs at least aim at the enemies near me, so that is beneficial. I have something that actually aims at the enemies I'm fighting. Kill the bat. Make it... No, the bat. Curse you, random fire wand. Nothing aims where I want it to. I will put my faith in the Bibble. The Bibble will protect me. Protect me, Bibble. Trust in you. Ooh, a red gem. That's fancy. That means there's a lot of experience. Much experience. Big wow. Okay, let's make the rune tracer go faster so that it will hit more guys, hopefully. And it's random bouncing. Holy crap. Okay. Stupid bats. Ah, shh. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I have to survive 5 minutes. I hope I can manage that. I was gonna say I think I can manage that, but honestly, I'm not 100% on that. So, as a reminder, since there are a couple of you here, then you guys, it's worth letting you guys reminded. I can speak English. That not streaming Saturday. I'm going with the family to see Thor, and we're going to the Fancy Theater, which is quite a drive away. So I will be out. I'm hoping it's good. It looks like it'll be good, but we shall see. More bibbles. Give me more bibbles. There we go. Excellent. So you also have to let me know. I mentioned it before, but this game notoriously tanks bit rates and lowers video quality to 360p at some points, just because of how many things are going on the screen. True, Anarch, true. Empty Tome, very good. Reduced weapon cooldown. That's very good for this guy because of the bibbles I have and the rune tracer. You want as many rune tracers bouncing around as you can possibly get, and weapon cooldown helps you out with that. At the moment, weapon damage is not a concern for me because I'm one-shotting everything as it is, so get more weapon damage at the moment is not as beneficial as just having more things. But yeah, I know it would be a little bit safer to stand in there is benefit to the rune tracer to stand in like you mentioned, stand in these things and just let the rune tracer bounce around. But at the moment, I don't know that the rune tracer fires often enough for that, because as you see, the enemies just pass right through it. So I'll be surrounded and have no escape, and my rune tracer does not, like I said, does not fire very fast. So I think there'll be two larger windows where I won't have a weapon around, and the enemies will be coming at me and won't be dying. That's my concern. Yeah. True, Starman. Yeah, I enjoy takes on that whole situation that make Lucifer out to not be necessarily a bad person, but just a guy who's stuck in a bad situation. You know what I mean? I actually rather like that the show called Lucifer, actually. That was like a cop drama where the guy is like the actual devil on Earth. he gets bored. So he gets bored one day, so he decides he's going to help solve crime. And there's more to it than that, but you know, yeah, I need higher level. This is the second time I've played the game, or played a round of this game, so I don't have a lot of the unlocks that make it make some of the strategies that you've seen people do viable yet. At the moment, the game is still just asking me to survive like 5 or 10 minutes, so that's where I'm at right now. Yep, more Bibles. We're making dinner. Well, okay. It's kind of like to be eating dinner, but I mean, you do you. It's like it's like people eating breakfast for supper or dinner. That's like, hell yeah, do it. I think I could eat waffles just about any meal. I could waffle it up. As long as they're fluffy, like Belgian waffles, anyway. They have to be fluffy. So one thing you find folks can keep an eye out for me, make sure I don't miss, is so as you can tell, this game has a lot of stuff happening at any given moment. There's tons and tons of things. There's experience dropping everywhere. There's enemies. There's dozens and dozens of enemies on the screen at any given time. So this game, in order to try and save resources, limited how many experience gems can be on the ground at once. So what ends up happening is, after a while, guys will stop dropping experience gems, and instead it'll all start accumulating into a single red gem that's somewhere on the ground. So eventually, if there's any red gems on the ground, they're very important that I pick them up, because a lot of times they'll have several levels trapped in them. Cauliflower tots with tofu and cheese. Okay. I've tried some of the cauliflower substitutes for things recently. You know, because I'm trying to eat a little healthier, at least. And part of that is using cauliflower substitutions for things. And I've tried like cauliflower rice and things like that, but I can't get behind it. There's just something, I just can't do it. I've tried cauliflower rice and cauliflower mashed potatoes, and it's not even just, you know, I don't like it. Like I end up getting physically ill eating it, so I'm not sure what it is necessarily, but something about processed cauliflower does not do well for me, apparently. I can eat it raw though, eat it raw with what is it? Ranch. What, a totem? I think that marks something. Not for me though. I don't have the unlocks yet. I don't guess. You hate cauliflower? Yeah, vegetables in general are not my favorite thing. I can. There are some I can eat, namely like I said, like cauliflower, like raw cauliflower, I'm fine with. Carrots, corn, obviously potatoes, but potato is not the healthiest vegetable if you're trying to lose weight. Unfortunately, so yeah. So I'm mainly sticking to the oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm mainly sticking to the carrots. They're my go-to. Yeah, that's the unfortunate side of of corn. Even corn and potatoes both, is they're very starchy, so they're not. if you're trying to do weight loss, they're definitely not the the vegetables to go with. I think you're supposed to technically be eating the green vegetables, but I just really hate any green vegetable, so it doesn't work for me. Alrighty, so if you notice, they're big ass arrows. Ah, damn, big ass arrows right next to me. Ah, shit, yeah. I knew it was gonna happen. Big ass arrows. What that is those are chests on the ground that I haven't picked up. Okay, so we unlocked the rune chest tracer and garlic. Garlic is very fun. I like garlic. Hopefully we can get some levels of it. Garlic is an aura around you that just constantly pushes enemies back. Imelda, she has the magic wand. She gains more experience the more experience she's gained. So she's kind of redundant. Good for her. Combo is steak, mashed potatoes, and carrots and peas. Yeah, I don't like peas. Like I said, green. If it's green, I'm not gonna eat it unless it's green tea. I'll drink green tea. Alright, so the way this works is the knife fires whichever way I've last pushed the joystick. So I kind of, it's the only weapon in this game that I've gotten thus far that you actually aim. There's not a lot of aiming in this game, in case you haven't noticed. A lot of the weapons just kind of self-fire and do what they're going to do. Ooh, garlic. Damage nearby enemies, reduce resistance to knockback and freeze. So, I think garlic itself doesn't knock enemies back, but it makes them more susceptible to... Well, no, it does knock them back. Okay. And it also makes them more susceptible to the knockback of other weapons. So it's kind of a keep out type of weapon power up. Get them, garlic. Kill my enemies. Garlic's great for early game. Yes, yeah, definitely. If you can, I don't have them yet. I don't think, but if you can get the for garlic, if you can get the garlic upgrade with the Bible, if you can get the garlic upgrade with the Bible, and the Bible upgrade, they're a nice little area of protection. So it's a good way to, I know at least early on, I think it's changed recently, or at least early on, people would do the no move challenges, where they just would not move, and some of those builds used garlic and the Bible together to just create an aura of everything dying that approaches you. I think it's there's that strategies and stuff has become more sophisticated lately with some of the unlocks that you can get at higher levels that give you more efficient and different ways to keep yourself safe without having to move your character. In fact, I'm not going to be able to show them off on this stream, obviously, because it's one of the high-end secrets. But if you one of the last characters that you can unlock, one of the newest characters anyway, is a tree who can't move. It's a tree that has negative 100% movement speed. So he just doesn't move. And I joked with one of the guys who runs this game at a high level. I joked with him and said, you know, I think the guy who made this game saw all these no move challenges and decided he was going to make you guys a character that was just for you. And technically speaking, those caveats to that. Technically speaking, you can passively increase your movement speed and eventually make it where he can move. But by default, when he first starts out, he cannot move at all. From the last update they did, augment area of attack. Yeah, the last update they did, they added a tree as a secret character. I forget how you unlock it. I think you have to go to the forest stage and shit, I can't remember what you have to do for it, but yeah, it'll be on the wiki or a walkthrough somewhere of how to unlock him. Yeah, this game is insanely cheap. If it looks at all interesting, that's something that you can use to just kill your time with. I would recommend it. It's a couple bucks, I think. And as I have alluded to a couple times, the guy who I think it's only a single guy who makes this game. He updates the game constantly. He's always added new characters and new weapons and new upgrades and all kinds of stuff. And he's got kind of a if you like puns, he likes making puns. Like there's a weapon that's called I think it's Gato Amari. Gato Amari, I think is how you pronounce it, and it's just cats. And you just summon armies of cats, and they roam around, and they attack enemies at random. They get into fights with each other, and the fights that they cause deal tons of damage to anyone who walks to the enemies who walk into the fight area. And they eat the floor chicken. So the chickens that I've been eating to heal myself, they eat floor chicken, and you must feed them floor chicken to appease them. And if you don't, they'll attack you and scratch you. So you have to appease your kitty cats, or they'll eat your face, basically. So it's a lot like real life. Yeah, an arc. Yeah. Especially, like I said, if you're at endgame and you've got all the other guys unlocked, he seems like an interesting challenge. Like, if those no move challenges are at all appealing to you, that's a good way to force yourself into a no move challenge. I forget what weapon he starts out with as well. I think he starts out with one of the AoE ones, obviously. I think he starts out with garlic. But I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, they have all kinds of crazy things. Like there's I forget why. I don't know if there was a reason why he released it necessarily, but there is a character in the game that's a panda, and it's a giant panda bear, and his weapon is a Chinese firework. So it's like the rune tracer that bounces around, that was bouncing around on my last guy that I had, but it explodes after a while. So it's fairly good, but it's also a super rare weapon to get with anybody but him. And like I said, with all these other weapons that you guys have been seeing, you have to play as him with it to unlock it for everyone else. I forget who gets the cat initially. I forget who's the crazy cat lady. And there's also they have Bayonetta in this game as well. She's not called Bayonetta, obviously, because that would be a weird licensing copyright issue. But she is Bayonetta, and she starts with Bayonetta's 4 guns that shoot out in 4 directions. And eventually, you upgrade them together into the same weapon, and it does like a, it's like a, what is it? It's like the witch mode thing, which is a giant zone of death all around you. Okay, so I think I'm focusing on the wrong thing right now. I'm like trying to just gain levels, but I think at this level of power I can't win anyway. So I think my better objective is to go around looking for all these candelabras everywhere and trying to get money so I can unlock other characters and upgrades and things like that. Guns OP, yeah, it looks like it. It definitely looks like it. Like I said, it shoots in 4 directions, and then when you upgrade them together, it's just like a circle of laser beams that go around you constantly. And that's another way that they that's another thing I've seen for the no move challenge is to level that up and get the upgrade. And you can't get the upgrade in the no move challenge because obviously you have to pick up a treasure chest to upgrade your weapons to their evolutions, their super forms. But you can't do that if you can't move, because how are you gonna go pick up the chest if you can't walk to the chest and pick it up? It's a conundrum. Okay, so if you notice, I mentioned before, but well, no, they're dropping stuff still. It looked like they weren't dropping experience anymore. So I thought maybe I had accidentally read. No, there's my red gem. It did. They were going to start red gemming. Okay. Yay, garlic! Increase my damage. But no, I do. To continue the conversation about the developer, I am glad this game has taken off and caught a lot of popularity and attention for the guy who made this game, because like I said, it started out really basic and just, you know, like what you're seeing here. It's nothing crazy. It's pretty straightforward. Everyone's cloning this type of game now, though, by the way. Everyone's trying to make clones of this game now. There's a ton of them already, because this game is fairly simple to make in premise. I mean, it's not a complicated concept, but like I said, he's added so many layers of complexity to it, and all of these different ways to unlock secrets, and I think there's actually like lore starting to get into it, which is crazy. So yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. And his willingness to stick with it and continue to provide updates is great. Especially, and you know, he's not suddenly charging tons more money for it than he was before. I think it cost the same as it ever did. So he's not trying to milk its success through any other way than just making sure everyone's got content to play through. So you want people to keep playing the game? Just make more content. Freeze time. Oh, I should mention the content creator too that I watch for these challenge runs and stuff. It's a guy called Dex. He is European, like a lot of my viewers are. Whew, that was close. I almost died there. I got surrounded by skeletons. So I can't remember what nationality he is, but he definitely is some form of European. But he, ooh, the clover, I need that. Okay, awesome. We got the clover. I think that unlocks the clover a power up for me, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he does all these he has done some challenge videos and breaks down patches and changes to the game, and what builds are viable and why, and how you unlock all the secrets and all that stuff. does a ton of content for this game. So everything I know, I learned from him, which maybe is not the glowing recommendation to him that I'm trying to make it, but I swear I'll get better. Eventually, I will unlock things like hyper mode, so everybody goes faster and goes faster and kills faster. So the fact I can't kill werewolves at all is a bit troubling. That's probably not a good thing. I can't kill the werewolves. They have too much health. Alright, there's my red gem, but I was going to try to get it, but the werewolf said no, so I am not going to go get it now. Let's grab wings so I walk faster. That way I can get out of sticky situations better. The ghosts. They're pushing all the werewolves into me. Stop it! Fuck, God. So much for that better movement speed getting me out of things. Jesus. Alright, so now we have the lightning ring. We unlocked the clover because I found the clover. And we unlocked the clock lancet, which is a freezing weapon that has an interesting method of use, actually. And I have enough money for Gennaro. All these people are not Belmonts. He is the Conan, not Belmont. Yeah. So the way I understand it, though, this game you can kiss trying to get full clears goodbye until you get to some more unlocks and get to a little bit higher level with buying everything up with gold. Like for instance, I don't even have the map. There should be a map here for this that when you pause it, that shows you things, but I do not have it. I need to unlock it from another destination, which I have not yet gotten to. I forget. I think to unlock the next area, I forget if you just have to survive this one for a certain amount of time. I'm sure it's on the main screen somewhere. I'll have to look it up after this run. Because there's a library. There's I believe, a milk factory. There's a giant tower, and things like that. Ones that easy should farm them for XP when they show up. Yeah. You make an excellent point. See, that's the thing. I'm torn between like trying to level up off of the enemies and trying to find candelabras to get coins, because I desperately want to unlock more stuff, and you need coins to do that. But maybe you get the better coin. The better way to farm coins is to just do better at the stage and get the bonus coins at the end. You guess you're gonna get this? Yeah. One thing he could add to this, I'm not sure how it would break the game. I'm sure it would break the game somehow. But if he could add like some kind of co-op to it, that'd be interesting. Ooh, the lightning ring. Let's show that off. Okay, should cap in here in a second. Yeah, see, oh, lightning from the sky. A lot of the weapons in this game come from the sky, now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, as Anarch has alluded to, with suggestions for things, this game is definitely it's now more stuff from heaven, holy water from heaven. So this game, what was I saying? Shit. Oh yeah, it's very simple. Like I said, you're just moving around, letting weapons kill guys and trying to progress. So it's just a matter of like what builds you try out and stuff like that. And it's you can make it very simple, but also if once you start getting towards the end game and stuff, and if you start taking it to seriously to see how well you can do, there's actually a lot of strategy to it. The guy Dex that I mentioned, who does the challenge runs and stuff, he's got a whole thing mapped out. Like, there's a weapon I don't have yet. There's a weapon I don't have just yet. That's called the pentagram. That wipes the enemies off the screen. It's a one-hit kill to most everything, but it also will destroy your experience gems on the ground and treasure chests. So you have to be careful with how you use it. If you're doing certain challenge runs, you want that to fire off to kill certain enemies that spawn at certain times. So he has this whole chart mapped out for how much cooldown reduction you have. See, I have cooldown on the side there. How much cooldown reduction do you have? What level is the tome? When do you level it up? And he has a whole chart worked out for what times to pick up and upgrade that pentagram weapon, so that it fires right when certain super enemies spawn. And it makes it worse. It's like the only way to get through some of the weird challenge runs he's done. So if you like spreadsheets, you can do spreadsheets with this game as well. Interested? Yeah, it's like I said, it's super cheap, so it's a good way to just to kill some time, if nothing else. If you just need a game to kill some time, this is one way you can do it. As I understand it, there's also quite the community for this game as well. If you end up getting super into this game. More water. Just chuck all the water. I'm gonna be drowning in this holy water. So much holy water. Yeah, and in that case, if you are going to play it, I won't spoil some of the weirder stuff that you can do in this game. Some of the guys you can play as and some of the weapons you get are truly bizarre. Ooh, red gem. So much experience. Yum. More knives. This is Knife Man. He chucks his knives. Look at him. See that knife chucking? Yeah. Kill that mantis. And I think this should also this game should also be an aspiring thing for myself and anyone else who is contemplating independent level game development. You know, if you take a look at this game, is not anything insanely complicated. I mean, obviously, making sure the weapon damage, and enemy monster life, and all that stuff is all balanced out, so that the game's not too hard. Is all fairly difficult. It takes a lot of testing, but the game itself, the gameplay loop is not super complicated, but it's it's all about just making sure that what you're doing is enjoyable, and that people can just have a good time with the gameplay loop. That's what's most important. As our Lord and Savior Reggie has intimated to us several times when he talks about game design, and Miyamoto as well. You know, I believe their philosophy is, if it's not fun, what's the point? And I've been watching some people that do make just tiny independent games as well, and that's something that they've talked about as well, is that concept of they had this game and they thought like, oh man, that sounds so cool, and they started doing it, and then they found out after they made it and they started playing it, they're like, this is not fun at all. This gameplay loop sucks. It's not enjoyable, and there's like there was like no way to salvage it, which just sucks because you put years and years and years of work into game development, and it sucks to be like, well, this game's a lost cause. I'm just going to throw it in the dumpster. I debated taking the bird there, just to show you guys the bird, but we'll see it later. I'm sure. Zombies are just so difficult to kill. Why do they have so many hit points? Come on. It's ridiculous. It's just redonkulous. Oh, the graveyard, obviously. That's why they're here. This is their haunted burial ground. Just trying to clear out these larger clumps while they're all frozen. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention as well. And I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to mention something. Shoot. Well, oh well, it's too late now. It's gone. My mind has forgotten. Pick up all the gems on this in the level. Every gem. Pick them all up. Yeah, there you go. Look at all them levels come flying in. Yeah. So yeah, as you can tell from that happening, my my XP collection is not as efficient as it should be as well. I am slacking heavily on my making sure I pick up everything. I have a question for you, Anarch. You might know this off the top of your head. Do you happen to remember what upgrades Santa Water? What you need to evolve Santa Water? I can't remember what passive item does it. And the game doesn't tell you until you do it the first time. I think it's whatever I unlocked with when I got whatever I needed to do to unlock it, but I can't whatever I got when I got so many levels in Santa Water, but I can't remember the blue ball thing. Oh, do I even have that? Can I even get that? Dang it, I got stuck against a tree. Unfortunate. Pickup that gives you more range. Yeah, the attract orb. Okay. I don't think I actually have that. Ooh, the cross. Okay, it's time. I need to let get as many guys on screen as I can get. Damn it, I got too greedy. I should have just picked it up. Shit. Yeah, there you go. The attract orb. Okay, so you need that to do it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, you can go to the collection here and see all of the stuff that I have yet to collect. Uh, these are all items on the stage, I believe, that are special items. These are all just pickups, and this is all the weapons and upgrades and passives you can get. There's a lot of them, uh, and those are all the ones I haven't seen yet or I haven't collected yet. So there is a lot. Let me see what I have to do to unlock the forest. Okay, I need to reach level 20 in the Mad Forest. Okay. And let me check with real quick for the attract orb unlock. You have to find a vacuum, so it has nothing to do with what weapon upgrades it. That's unfortunate. It's level 20 in the Mad Forest. Okay, so we just wait. No, have I not been playing on the Mad Forest? I thought I've definitely reached level 20 at the place that I was at. I mean, let me see if I'm going nuts. Deal with the whole lunar eclipse event. Yeah. I That's fine, darkness. We just done a couple of runs. I've died quite frequently just because I mean I'm not powerful enough to get to the end game just yet. Let me stand up and stretch for a second, and then we'll start out. And I can unlock the new guy that I got, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, welcome, Anarch. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Uh, that was one of the more popular ones I did for sure. Also, we have us here Discord. Um, this is Vampire Survivors Wendigo. So I'll talk about it and show off stuff as I play because I'm still unlocking things. So there's new stuff to show off basically every time I run. House Flipper has a chokehold on you. I understand. I feel you. I don't play that. I don't play that particular game, but I've had games like it. Yeah. So as you mentioned, Anarch, pick up more variety of weapons instead of leveling up the ones you have. That's probably a good plan, actually. Also, I'm gonna see. I don't think I can buy any power ups really. I can buy I can buy a couple of them actually. Is there any that cost like 100? Also, I don't know if you know this, but whenever you, like, okay, so this is 600 and this one's 200. So if I buy this one, that's now 622. So there's actually an order that you buy these upgrades in that makes them cheaper. Uh, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there is another spreadsheet out there somewhere that tells you the order to buy power ups and if you want to max out all of them for the cheapest way possible. Yeah, I get you, darkness. When I was still playing MMOs, I that's when I still played MMOs and was in college. That's what I did. I went to my classes, and hung out with friends a little bit, and then I played either EverQuest or World of Warcraft or PlanetSide. with my friends, of course. But when I said hang out with my friends, I mean in person. Yep. All of my social life was was either those games or taking me and my friends all going to local music shows. OG EverQuest Wendigos. I never played EverQuest 2. I heard it was god awful, so I just never tried it. Yeah, a lot of my friends went to Final Fantasy 11, I think it was the MMO, and I went to World of Warcraft after EverQuest. But EverQuest is really fun. I had a ton of fun with EverQuest. It's primitive today, obviously. They still have servers up and running for it, but it was very fun. I started playing about the time that Planes of Power came out. If that means anything to you. I don't know how many of you guys know EverQuest at all. Yeah, I started playing around the time that the Planes of Power came out. I had a lot of fun with Planes of Power, raiding with people. Oh yeah, Darkness. No, yeah. Watch out for the storms. So we had storms here, like yesterday and the day before, and they were really, really bad. They were knocking our ear out constantly. So stay safe for sure. You know, you won't see me on Saturday. I'm watching Thor on Saturday. You'll see me Sunday, and possibly tomorrow. Oh, I mentioned that when you guys brought it up last time. My wife played Flash Flipper for quite a while. So she doesn't typically play video games that much. She likes The Sims and stuff like that, but she can't deal with does that up my luck when I pick it up? It does. Okay. She can't deal with how to say any game that like this, I guess, where you have to make quick decisions and there's lots of like having to fight and you can die if you screw up how you play the game and things like that. She doesn't care for that stuff. House Flipper a Facebook game? No, it's a game on Steam. It's a 3D game where you it's an independent game, I think. It's where you buy houses and you have to go around and make repairs to it. Like the house is falling apart, so you have to fix the walls or change the wallpaper or fix the plumbing and the appliances and stuff. And I think you have customers that all have different things that they would like a house to have. So you have to fix up the house to suit the needs of one of them. So yeah, it's a very excuse me, it's a very low pressure kind of just go and get everything cleared out and fixed up and type of game. It follows very much in line with those simulator type games that have been getting popular lately. In fact, they could have called the game House Flipping Simulator. You fixing your house IRL? yeah, no, definitely. If you're doing it in real life, it's not a good way to pass for your leisure time, right? I will say, having to deal with house renovations in real life is way more stressful. For sure. We've had to do money. I've not had to do anything crazy to this house, fortunately, but we've had to do a couple of things every now and then. But I mean, that's just how it is. If you own a home, a lot of it's there's a lot of maintenance. Which I think is a big contributing factor for why people have stopped. Well, it's not the only one. I'm not going to get into all of it, but it's a contributing factor for why people don't want to buy houses anymore. It's like it's a lot of maintenance and work, and screw all that. Man, I really wish the Rune Tracer was a little bit more directional and able to be aimed at things, but I understand why it isn't. It's kind of strong damage wise, so if you could just aim it, it would be a bit much. Yeah, one thing about this game that I think would be interesting, because like I said, a lot of this stuff doesn't aim at all. You don't aim any of this. The only thing you aim is the dagger. That's the only weapon you aim in this game. It'd be interesting if they did some kind of twin stick shooter type thing with this. You can't afford houses, so you play the simulators instead. True. And that was part of the potentially sensitive stuff I wasn't gonna get too deep into. Was the fact the real estate market is completely gone to shit. How do you heal? There's a passive that you can get that just passively regenerates health over time. Some weapons do life steal when you level them up a certain way. And then in true Castlevania fashion, we have chicken that you found in candelabras. They're called floor chickens. They're not wall. There's no walls in this game, so they're not wall chickens. They're floor chickens. No, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna. I just, I don't know. I don't want to go on my eat the rich rants. It's just a nice, relaxing stream, guys. We're all just having a good time. I'm not gonna get on my political soapbox on this particular stream. No, don't get me wrong. I didn't think I would alienate anyone. All right. It's just trying to reduce my stress levels. I have to watch myself. I just came back from vacation, but I'm already like, we're like. Yeah, this screw this stuff. we can have that discussion on the Discord server if you want at some point. I'd probably be able to phrase things better in text. oddly enough, way better at expressing ideas through written text than I am through spoken word. And Kitten, how are you? How are you zonked on Tylenol? I didn't know Tylenol did that. Yes, for now. So yeah, we're trying to survive vampires. It's not going very well, unfortunately. I'm not leveling up very fast, which is not good. Like I said, I'm very bad at just leaving all this. See all this experience I just left laying on the ground? Can't do that, man. Maybe I need to lean on the Laurel more. The Laurel provides a shield that protects you from damage. Maybe I should start leaning on it more to keep me from dying. Maybe that would be a better strategy. It's a bot simulator. Oh, yeah. I thought for a second you were talking about the guy who was responsible, the company that was responsible for Power Rangers. But no, you're talking about the evil vampires. Yeah, I think they're specifically, they're probably specifically Gangrel, right? Because they're all bath formed. Wasn't the one of the companies that brought Power Rangers to the U.S. wasn't that Sabat? I think it's spelled differently. But they had the little logo that was all the kids on the globe, from around the globe coming together. Or am I just completely crazy? It's been a while since I've seen Power Rangers, so I could be wrong. And this is where I die. It's definitely like an old school arcade game, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, at least I'm not having to pay per game. That would be unfortunate. But let's not give the game publishers any ideas, right? I don't know if any of you guys. I don't know if any of you guys have been looking into it, but I would not suggest. I would not suggest getting Diablo Immortal, since we're talking about game monetization. I would not suggest buying or playing that game. That's just my input, my 2 cents. Arcade's the OG, pay to win. True, very true. I realized that most recently, the knife is kind of a crappy weapon, to be honest, but that's okay. I realized that every time I go to Dave & Buster's, which is about the only modern arcade place you can go to around here, at least, you can tell like it's pay to win out the ass. downloaded it to get a wing for Diablo 3 and then deleted it. Fair enough. Yeah. At least you got your nice little cosmetic out of it, I suppose. So there you go. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, if I can be completely transparent with you guys, I myself play gacha games. I play a couple. I only do purchases in like one of them. But I play some gachas, so I know how those games work. And I know how they monetize themselves, and it's not cool per se. It can be fairly scummy at times, but anyone who tells you that, oh, Diablo Immortal's like that because Tract Orb. Diablo Immortal's like that because that's just how mobile games are. It's like, no. Even the gacha games are not as predatory and insidiously monetized as Diablo Immortal is. It takes it to a whole new level. Although I do find it hilarious that they made this horrible, god-awful, pay-to-win mobile game to cater to the Chinese market, and now they can't release their game in China. Oh me, it's hilarious. I love it. You're from China? Oh, then you know what's up then. You know how pay-to-win mobile games are over there. It's like just a way of life in the Asian countries. I think Korea is like that as well. It's just how games are. It's like who wins in PvP? It's like, I guess, well, whoever has the most money to throw at the game. Yeah. So lots of pay to win in China. Well, Anarch is from China, I suppose, so they could elucidate more on it. But as I understand it, that's how it is. Yeah, it's very common. A lot of if you've ever played Chinese MMOs, a lot of Chinese MMOs are pay to win as well. See, there you go. Yeah, MMOs, like Anarch just mentioned. I think Black Desert Online is Korean mainly, but it's like that. It's pay to win. To a degree. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of games are, but it still has a small degree of pay to win in it. Yeah, it's all just a matter of what you get acclimated to, right? Because I mean, you have people today. You have people today defending Diablo more, like I said, saying, "Oh well, it's a mobile game. That's just how mobile games are." It's the toad boiling and the toad and boiling water scenario, right? You get people accustomed to things. You get people accustomed to things, and eventually, that becomes the new norm, and then you can push the envelope even further. And I would like to remind you all that this started with Bethesda and Horse Armor in Oblivion. And that's the guys who started it, by the way. So, another blame Bethesda moment. But yeah, they're just testing the water, see how bad they can make it. My theory on how Diablo Immortal is going to go is they're going to eventually tone it down a little bit and give more stuff to free players and say, oh look guys, see, it's not that bad. We learned, we took your feedback and we learned, and we're doing it right. We didn't know how bad it would be when we first planned it out. We're sorry, and now we've toned it down some. That's just their frog boiling method. They gave you something insanely bad, so when they made it slightly less bad, you're like, oh okay. Yeah, you're right. It is less bad now. Don't trust them. They're liars and they're cheats and they're tricksters. They only want your money. They are not your friends. They don't care about you. They already lied. Everything, every single aspect of this game they lied about before it came out, and they knew it was a lie. But they were technically correct, but they lied in spirit. So don't trust anything they ever tell you, because they'll just lie more. I mean, they'll just lie more. That's just how they do it. Wait and see, Blizzard. Yeah, you think you do, but you don't. You think you want it, but you don't. As they said about the classic WoW years before they released it. Well, yeah, no, horse armor is not pay to win, but yeah, what I'm getting at was they started it. That was like the first step, right? That was like the first, at least as far as I can remember, that was the first instance of paid cosmetics DLC, right? That's the first one I remember ever happening, was the horse armor. And then they wanted to have that what was the paid marketplace for character for things that players made. I think that they wanted to do that in Oblivion. They didn't for whatever reason. Or maybe they did. I can't remember. But they ended up doing it later, of course, on Steam. But they wanted to do it in Oblivion way back in the day. But there was too much of a backlash at the time, so they canned it until the frog boiling progressed a couple of years, and then they brought it back. Yeah. To be honest, I would. That's why I like these indie games. That's why I like these indie games. You give them money and you have the game. You know, you buy the game and you have the game, and they update it on occasion, and they don't charge you money for it. They just update it and give you more stuff, and they're like, here you go. And you're like, well, how did you pay for this? It's like, there's the secret. All the updates I made enticed even more people to buy it, so I made even more money. Santa in July? What? Oh, hey, Skadusk. From a certain point of view. Yeah. It's all about points of view. See? See, for your point of view in the technically correct thing. Now it's summer. No, I loved Classic when they go. So I loved it. It was amazing. But I quit because of the Blitzchung stuff and all the China stuff, and then all the sexual harassment allegations and stuff. I just couldn't pay them for their games anymore. After all that, so I stopped playing Classic. But I really loved Classic while I was playing it. Yeah, for the certain point of view thing. So if I get to the deep of it, for Diablo Immortal, they said there's no loot boxes. There's no loot boxes and stuff. I think they said they weren't going to do loot boxes, and they tried to get around the loot box regulations in Europe as well. But Europe caught on to what they were doing and said, no, these are still loot boxes. You can't do it. So what they did was, instead of just in gacha games, what happens is you have something called the 10 pool. So you take 10 tickets and you shoot them into the machine, and then you get 10 things out. It's called the 10 pool. So it's you're loot boxing, right? You're spending 10 tickets to get a loot box of 10 items. Loot box. So what Diablo Immortal has done is, you spend your 10 tickets, you play a dungeon for 2 minutes that you can't possibly lose in, and then you get your 10 items of loot box. And they said, oh look, it's not a loot box anymore because you had to play a dungeon first. No, I played WoW from the beta. The beta for WoW. I was a beta tester for World of Warcraft. I played it from then until Mr. Pandaria. And I stopped at Mr. Pandaria, and I came back later in towards the I quit for a little while, and I came back I think right before the thing after Mr. Pandaria came out, and then I stopped playing altogether from that. Yeah, I'm OG. We way back in the day. I played Alliance at first, but then when I was in college, the guys I was in college with that played WoW, they played Horde, so I switched over to Horde and played Horde, and it was fun. This was during Burning Crusade. This was during Burning Crusade, and what we did was we were friends with a guy who was running this was on a PvP server as well, so we had the faction wars and open world PvP and all that stuff going on, and we were pretty serious about on the server as well. So what happened was Burning Crusade come out, and everyone needed this one specific item. I think it was elemental water and fire were the ones that were really big, if I remember correctly. And everyone was fighting over them because they only spawned in certain locations off certain enemies, and the drop rates weren't like insanely great. So everyone was fighting over them. So what happened was their guild was the biggest guild, Horde Guild, and they struck an accord with the biggest. They struck an accord with the biggest Alliance Guild on the server to have a peace accord. So when they would trade off days that they were allowed to farm at the materials in that area, and so certain days the Alliance could farm there, and certain days the Horde could farm there. And what they would do is to help enforce it, because if you're on the Alliance and some other random Alliance guy shows up to farm there, you can't stop him because you can't kill him. You can't do anything about it. So what they did was they had our Horde guys come in to the area and kill anyone who wasn't in that Alliance guild. So no one on the Alliance could farm there except for that one guild that they had a peace accord with. And that's how it went. And they would switch off. The days that the Horde was farming there, the Alliance guys would show up and kill any Horde guys who weren't in that guild. So they maintained equilibrium between the two guilds that way. And if you wanted those items, yeah, you better go to the auction house and buy them, I guess. Yeah, it was very civil. We had a very cool peace accord going on. The other guilds didn't like it, obviously, because they could either go to the auction house and buy them, or they could pay for the rights to farm there for a little while. Okay, we have max level Santa water, and we have the passive for it. So the next treasure chest that drops should give me upgraded Santa water. Yeah, I have the attract orb for it. Oh, yeah. Narc, take care. If you are on Discord at all, join the Discord server. We all just chit-chat and hang out and post memes and artwork and all kinds of stuff. Someone !point Discord in the chat for me, please. Ah, dang. I was going to upgrade my weapon. Yeah, it's in the video description as well. But just to give you an easy link in case you need it. Santa is saint, yes. It's not Santa Claus, ho ho. That's not ho 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 Santa Claus. It's saints. Or holy, I suppose. Ooh, we unlocked Mortaccio. He's got a specialty weapon. And we unlocked the inlay library as well. So we have the skeleton, and we have a new map. I can't buy the skeleton. He has a special weapon. He has the bone. He has the bone for the bone zone. Anyway, no, wait. I should pick the rune tracer and go to the library. The rune tracer actually does well in the library. You prefer 3 queens over Santa? True. Every stage has its own music as well. Listen to that chiptune music. It's great. It's like listening to the NES again. Europe does 3 canes? Yeah. I think 3 canes are a European thing because I work with a lady from Spain who does it. Yeah. Vampires. Yeah, you gotta party. You gotta get down the party when you're slaying vampires. This is a fancy library, man. We gotta get down. Yeah. Those are actually gems raining down to indicate how many gems you get for your level. It rains gems. Oh yeah. Okay, so no, I still don't have the map pulled up. Okay, but you notice there's a green arrow on the map. What does that mean? Let's go find out. We'll see if I can survive long enough to get to it. Actually, it's a long way away, if I remember correctly. Gotta be careful about how I do this. Ah, no. My monitor's screwing up. Oh, no. trying to survive. Yeah. So you guys work like the wise men, who are the kings of nations, rather than focusing on. Well, no, you guys still like Virgin Mary as well, right? Just not as focusing on the Santa, who's the made up guy, or Saint Nicholas, I think is what he's based off of. I'm dead. Oh, you get your presents on the 6th. Interesting. Oh yeah, because that's when they found him, right? That's when they found the Jesus. I see. Santa Claus is getting stronger in Spain too. Yeah, you can blame us. You can blame the Americans for that. I will take the blame. We made our unbridled capitalism has made Santa Claus too powerful. I didn't, as a little tidbit view into my life, I suppose, I didn't really want to do, the Santa Claus thing with my daughter. We did to a slight degree, she figured out Santa wasn't real pretty quick, but um, what we did was we had like the kind of lesser presents be from him. That was the compromise. We had lesser presents be from him. Both for one because the thing that they suggest these days because of income income and stuff like that is if you're like rich or something or not at least well off. I'm not rich. I can afford to live. I'll leave it at that. But if you're doing better off than some people, what you want to do is still make it where the Santa Claus gives your kids a little bit lesser gifts, so that all the poor kids who don't get a lot for Christmas, their parents can say that Santa got them stuff, and everyone's presents will kind of be at the same-ish level as within reason, and that way poor kids don't think that Santa Claus hates them, which is a bad feeling. If the magical gift-giving man hates you, like what you're screwed, right? But yeah, but beyond that, for my own selfish reasons, I didn't want that fat ass fake taking credit for all the presents I was buying. So I was like, the hell we're gonna say that the good stuff's from Santa Claus. I bought that shit. I did that. So I'm getting the credit, damn it. Yes, could ask. Yeah, yes, could ask. Just like in Chrono Trigger. The three wise men in Chrono Trigger are named that as well. It's almost like the Japanese have an insane fascination with our folklore. All right, time to level up. Hey man, my basic philosophy on that person stuff is, you can tell them later that Santa Claus isn't real and you did all that, but this is years later after the fact. It's too late for them to appreciate it by that point. So I think I'll steal the credit from the guy who doesn't exist. I think that's sufficient. I don't know. I don't think his feelings will be too hard about it. I have to really hope at this point that no young children are watching this. Just ruin Santa Claus for them. Some poor young child is watching this stream, crying right now. The streamer man said there's no such thing as Santa Claus. Yes, increase the area of my attacks. Make my axe giant. Look at that axe. Look how big that thing is. It's a big old axe. Also, you may be asking the question, hey man, why is the bird a stationary turret system that's shooting laser beams out in a circle? And I don't know. I have no idea why. Dark Krampus, yeah. Krampus is the real hero of Christmas. He's the one who we should really be appreciating. Because you know what? You may, it maybe it's a bit anachronistic or draconic for me to say, but negative reinforcement does wonders for improving people's behavior. So what you do is you don't say, you know, if you're not good, then you won't get as many presents. No, what you say is, if you're not good, the goat demon man will come and stuff you in a sack and drag you out into the woods. That's much more effective. That's much more effective for making kids behave. But like I said, I don't like to give credit to non-existent entities, so I didn't go with that either. I went with the you should be nice to people because it's the socially acceptable thing to do. I went with that teaching method. Seemed to work out okay. But I will also say that particular parenting style will also, a little pointer for you guys, that will only work if your child is not a piece of shit. Grim Grimoire permanently allows to peek at undiscovered weapon evolutions and unions from the pause menu. Hooray! So now I can look up evolutions. Yeah. So it's a thing that some people don't like to say or mention, but I will be the brave soul that lets the cat out of the bag on this situation. Just like with any random person or a group of people, I suppose. Some kids are just assholes. Just by nature. Some people think it's purely a nature situation or nurture situation, rather. But no, some people are just assholes. They're born that way. And if your kid is an asshole, then telling them that they should be good because it's the nice thing to do, that doesn't work. You need more effective methods, or different methods, I suppose, to deal with that particular situation. But I'm just saying with my kid, my child was not an asshole, so the pure shame of not behaving in the socially acceptable way was enough to keep her in line. It's great if you can get yourself a kid like that, which you can't because they're, like I said, they're born certain ways. If you can get yourself a kid that their biggest fear in the world is the shame of letting you down. They basically police themselves at that point. I highly recommend it if you can get it. If you can. I still don't have enough money for him. It said I could look up evolution, the stuff that needed for evolutions somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing where it mentions it. Maybe it's while you're in the game. Is how it works? Huh. Anyway, yeah, it's good ask. I agree with you. Shit. I didn't think it was going to hit me. the Three Kings thing, it seems cool to me as well. Like I said, it's a little... Well, I don't think I said, but for myself, it's a little too... It's a little too religious-y, but, you know, it's whatever. Well, I mean, hey, it's Christmas, so I guess, you know, not like you can ignore that, I suppose. Man, I'm just not getting just not getting what I was wanting to. I was hoping for some garlic or something so I could do a little bit of AFKing, but I cannot. For next time on this, though, I'll have to look up how to do some of the secret unlocks. I'm not anywhere near doing those in any reliable way, but it'd be good just to know. I'd also like to get some levels in the cooldown books so that my weapons hit more often. I just can't get it though. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's like right in Letters to Santa, right? Yeah, I mean, you have to tell them how you need to tell them how you get the what you want somehow. They got magical gift delivery powers, but they don't have telepathy, so you need to write it out. I think that's mainly because, you know, it'd be a little creepy if they could read your mind. Maybe that's going too far. But yeah, I mean, if anything gets popular enough, the corporation's going to try to monetize it, right? So it's just a matter of time. Okay, so I haven't got the clock lancet before, so I might as well show that off. The clock lancet's very interesting because what it does is it sends out a beam to the in a clockwise fashion to the hands of the clock, or the different hours of the clock. So see, it's 6, 7, or 8, 9, 10. See, it goes around you in a clockwise pattern, freezing enemies. The very cool weapon. Jesus. Give me the cooldown book, you damn game. oh no. Oh, I've screwed myself. Oh god. I am. I just gotta walk through. I gotta walk through. I mean, I gotta get out. Oh shit. Whew, that was rough. I just have to not take damage for, let's see how much health do I have? 120, 5.2, so like for 20 minutes. I need to not take damage for 20 minutes and I'll heal myself. Easy peasy. Man, oh man. Ah, I feel so weak. Compared to how powerful you get when you start unlocking everything, this is super weak. Oh, that's something I can ask you about, Skudask. Maybe I'm not sure if you guys do this or not, because it cracked me up the first time I heard about it, but it's apparently a thing. Do you guys do I think it's called poop logs? Is that what they're called? I'm not entirely sure if the person's not just screwing with us, but I thought I'd ask. I just want my treasure chest. Empty tome, yay. More whip, yeah. Oh well. No, wait, it's I think it's pooping log. Actually. I need that power up. Give that power up to me. Let me through. Uh-oh. The bot has spoken. No, I'm just joking. I'm not quite in the middle of the run. Yeah, no. Floating broccoli monsters. Every kid's worst nightmare. No, they're I'm pretty sure they're the souls of the damned, glommed together into ectoplasmic spheres. But yes, they look a lot like floating broccoli. I'm gonna die again. Damn it. I can't deal. I just can't do it. Oh my god. Thanks. Damnation to become broccoli? True. Let me unlock Mortaccio. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Now I am the skeleton. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, but everyone has their own like power-ups and stuff. Like, see, he has some armor and more health. She has nothing at all because she gains more experience. Oh no, yeah, she has nothing at all. He's got more speed. He's got more weapons. He has nothing. And she has a lot more area and lower cooldown, so she's got everything. But anyway, yeah. So that is it for me for today. So thank you all for joining me. And tomorrow I'll have some videos up that are up from past streams that are no longer visible. That have been cut up and shortened for your viewing pleasure. And should have those out the next couple days. Yeah, for tomorrow and Saturday, since I won't be streaming, I'll have one out. So stay tuned there for the Poppy Playtime videos if you weren't here for those streams. Anyway, take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend until Sunday, when hopefully I will see you all. Bye-bye.